And good morning. Welcome to our community. Susie Thomas visiting with Kevin Miller from Habitat for Humanity. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Always so much going on with you.
I know. I feel like I bombard you with good things every time we come in and get ready.
It's a good thing.
Good.
Always a good thing.
Good.
Let's start with what's just happened most recently.
Yeah.
The big awesome thing about Habitat is when a family receives their keys and moves into a home and makes a mortgage payment and has that sense of fulfillment of taking on the responsibility of home ownership. Talk about that, because you've just had how many families?
Yeah, we just had 6 families receive their keys and make their first zero-interest mortgage payments. One of the most exciting parts about that particular home dedication, we had it on the 26th of February. It was an exciting evening. But one of the greatest things about that dedication ceremony, we had a homeowner who paid off her home in December of 2016 present keys to a family who was just getting started. Wow. And talk about the full circle of Habitat for Humanity. And that is a beautiful expression of what that means and what that looks like. So, every person who partners with Habitat, they purchase their home, zero interest mortgage. We've talked about that a lot. But their homeowner house payments funnel back in to continue to just fund this cycle of home ownership. And it's a beautiful thing. So that dedication, the 26th of February, 6 families, 6 keys, 6 homes, and one homeowner who paid off her mortgage, given the keys to start another family's bright future in their own decent, affordable home. Amazing.
That just had
amazing
to mean
time.
so much.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
It was incredible.
Did she have a mortgage burning party? I mean, there
Not
had to
yet.
be something.
Not yet, but we're trying to figure out what we're going to do to celebrate. And in fact, we had a couple of families come in February to pay off their mortgage. Our Facebook page catalogs some of this stuff, the final payments and all that stuff. But it's an incredible thing, a great story of determination, of hard work, of commitment. That's an amazing thing. Anybody paying off their mortgage is an exciting thing. But in particular, Habitat homeowners who have just pulled themselves up and out and forward to improve their own futures, that is a really tremendously special thing.
How many years do you know?
20 to 30 year mortgage. Yeah.
So she's been there 30 years.
That's right. We actually are celebrating our 30th anniversary next year.
Wow.
And we're building our 500th house this year. So it's going to be a big year this year, next year, every year, because Habitat for Humanity just never stops. It's an incredible ministry.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you are going to be moving. Something's taking place. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So part of the big news around Habitat and Habitat for Humanity Restore lately is that we're moving our Cleveland Avenue inventory down to Raff Road. So March 18th, just a few days from now, is going to be the final day that people can shop and donate at the Cleveland Avenue Restore. And instead, we're going to have everything under one roof where you can get all the deals, see all the inventory all at once down at our Raff Road location. It's just 7 miles from Cleveland Avenue down to Raff Road. One of the biggest pieces of feedback we get from our customers at Restore, I mean, we're not a traditional retail operation. We operate off of donations from the community, from the public. So we don't have the same items at both stores. You can't go to the Cleveland Avenue store and find this and also find it down at Raff Road. People were spending a lot of time traveling between the two stores when they're not that far away. So that's one reason why we want to bring everything down to Raff Road under one roof. That's also where our Habitat Ministry offices are. So bringing it all down there just makes a lot of sense for everybody. Save time, always save money at Restore, which is by the way, if someone doesn't know, it's our nonprofit thrift store that helps to fund the building and renovation of Habitat for Humanity homes with families right here in this community.
What's the address of Raff Road?
Yeah, down on Raff Road, we're at 1400 Raff Road Southwest. It's close.
And who do you recommend shop there?
Everyone, absolutely everyone. So that was a trick question. I think you knew I was going to say everyone. But, you've got people who love DIY and thrift shopping, people who like to kind of dig around the town and see what kind of deals they can find on antiques, stuff, one-of-a-kind things you're never going to find anywhere else. You're also going to find very inexpensive items. So if you're maybe just starting out or you need to quickly furnish a whole room or something like that, you can find amazing stuff at Restore. We sell things at 50 to 90% off their regular retail prices. So people donate those items. We clean them up, sanitize them. Sometimes we repair them, and we will sell them on the sales floor, which, by the way, at Raff Road is going to be 7,000 square feet bigger than it is right now. And so that's part of the move as well. But we sell those things, and then those proceeds help to fund home building.
Now, that's not that it's going to be 7,000 square feet, which would be
That would be impressive, but it's going to be 7,000 additional square feet. Yeah.
Square feet. Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
say you're doing some renovation and you've got a donation. Does Restore pick up?
We do. We offer free pickup for large donations. So anybody who's got an item, they just don't have maybe transportation to get that item out of their home down to Restore, we can certainly come and pick that up for free. And we actually have a hotline number where people can call and schedule that donation pickup. And that number is 330-915-5920. Nice and easy.
Grand reopening taking place.
Yeah, so let me just recap because I have thrown out so much information
it's
here.
a lot.
I know, I'm sorry, and I talk really fast
That's
sometimes when I'm
okay.
excited. So March 18th is the final day to shop and donate at Cleveland Avenue Restore. We're moving everything down to Raff Road at 1400 Raff Road Southwest. We're making the store bigger. April 1st, we're having a big grand reopening celebration down at Raff Road. Not only are we expanding our sales floor by 7,000 square feet, we are expanding our hours of operation as well. That was another big piece of feedback that we got from the community. So now we're going to be open beginning April 1st from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. So no different hours on Saturday and weekdays.
Easy to remember.
Easy. We're still closed on Sunday and Monday, but we're going to be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. So more hours to donate and shop, more space to see everything we've got, and the same free pickup that everybody's always loved.
Pretty awesome. Now, for people who've not shopped there, tell us again, what can you find there? If you're kind of in the interest of thrifting, but you want to do something, but you want it nice.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not broken down stuff.
No, it's not a junkyard for sure. We don't put everything that we receive out on the floor. We do clean and sanitize everything that we get. And like I said just a moment ago, we also can repair and upcycle things that we get. Sometimes we can make it into something brand new that it wasn't when it came in. We also do extensive recycling efforts. So, we can accept cars even, running or not running. We even sell cars. But if someone's not familiar with our inventory at Restore, we sell furniture, appliances, home decor, building supplies, paint. We have a lot of paint. And by the way, we have a paint recycling program in Restore where people can bring us their unused paint. We send it away to a company. They take all of that recycled paint, they reformulate it, they send it back to us in multiple colors, brand new paint, interior and exterior application. Again, multiple colors, and we have a lot of paint supplies. So all kinds of stuff. My general rule of thumb is if it's for your home, chances are we're going to be able to help you out. Lighting, plumbing items, windows, doors, even books, records, knickknacks, that kind of stuff. Framed wall art, you name it, we probably have it.
It almost seems like it's the natural first step before you go anywhere. If you know you're going to be doing something for your home, check it out first.
Yeah, we actually have a saying at Restore: if you miss a day, you miss a deal. Stuff comes in fast and stuff goes out fast, and you never really know what's going to be there because our community of donors around us in all of East Central Ohio really are just tremendous at giving these amazing items that honestly are high quality. And so we always say we sell new and gently used. We actually get brand new items often, and the other stuff is gently used, and we make sure that before we put it on the sales floor that it meets that standard.
We're getting into that season where people are doing some, ripping out, changing things
spring
around.
cleaning.
Kitchen counters, bathroom renovation. You have all of that?
All of that kind of stuff. And also, by the way, on the Habitat side of things, we do this thing called deconstruction, where we have a team of volunteers who will go out to homes that are or properties that are scheduled to be demolished or renovated, and we'll actually take out all the items that are usable still for free. Whatever you tell us we can take, we'll take it out. We'll either recycle it or sell it for scrap, or we'll put it on the Restore sales floor, and it'll help to build homes in any of those ways.
Now, are you giving people jobs working at the Restore and sanitizing old furniture and so forth? Is that providing employment for some people as well?
Some of our team are paid employees, and but also we have a ton of volunteers, and that's church groups and businesses, organizations. Sometimes it's just individuals who want to give back to the community. Yeah, so we do employ some people. We try and keep that number low because we're a nonprofit. We're working with nonprofit dollars, but we also recognize the value of giving people an opportunity in this community to serve. There's a lot of people who have a heart for this community that want to volunteer. volunteer.
Absolutely. Yeah. And talking about those volunteers, you are getting ready to do a couple of faith builds.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So we want to round up some churches to participate.
That would be great.
What's involved?
Yeah, let's talk about faith builds. Right. So a faith build is essentially a group of churches partnering together to collectively sponsor financially a home that's being built or renovated.
And how much does that cost?
Say you get 10 churches, that would be $5,000 per church. So that's accessible, I think, even to some smaller congregations who really want to get involved in their community here locally.
Right.
So you make a financial investment. Your church gets to help build the home. So you're on the work site. Your congregation is swinging a hammer. You're helping out. And so actually, I mentioned the home dedication earlier where we had 6 families, and 2 of those homes were faith builds.
Wow.
So that dedication was full of, we played worship music. We had people doing house blessings. We had the stage filled with faith build church representatives who were there to celebrate. In this case, it was the Robinson family. It was the one that comes to mind immediately, and the Hill family down in Carroll County. And so they were getting their keys from this large group of people who just were part of faith build and cared a lot about seeing this family thrive. And it was a meaningful thing. So faith build churches come together again to sponsor the home, to build the home. And we're trying to start one again for 2017 here in Stark County and also in Carroll County. And so if there are churches in either of those counties that want to partner with us, I would encourage them to give us a call. And that number is 330-915-5888. And it's a tremendous opportunity for people to get involved here locally, to make an opportunity for their congregation to put their faith into action and to really step out and make sure that a family's got an opportunity to have a brighter future.
So it could be 5 churches that could all do $10,000.
Yeah, correct.
So just any combination to come up with $50,000, which can you believe you can build a home for $50,000?
Yeah,
That's one amazing thing.
Yeah, and here's how that works. And this will paint a picture about how the whole thing goes, because Restore is a big part of that sponsorship. So, yeah, we ask for a $50,000 sponsorship. And in the case of a faith build, again, that's 10 churches, $5,000 each. Mm-hmm. But the home actually costs $70,000+. And so we supplement that sponsorship with a couple of things. The homeowner house payments. So every family who's making their zero interest mortgage payment, they're helping to sponsor a little bit of every home. Mm-hmm. And that's a beautiful thing too. But Restore also helps to supplement that difference between $50,000 and the cost of the actual home. So it's still pretty amazing when you think about, a whole home even in the 70s. It's pretty
an amazing business plan when you think about it. Somebody really figured this out.
Yeah, it's got a tremendous history of really making a difference for, what seems like not that much when you're talking about building an entire house.
And when you're talking about volunteers building a house, my immediate thought is there are a lot of good-hearted people who are totally willing to do that, but I wouldn't want to live in a home I had any hand in building.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Goodness sakes. I mean, is there training? Are there professionals alongside of you?
It's a great question, and we get it a lot. So, yeah, anybody who wants to volunteer at Habitat, they don't need to know a thing. They don't need to have any tools, and you can have every confidence in the world that the homes that we build are going to be there for a long time, and that is because we've got this incredible team of men and women called the Habitat Crew. They're volunteers who have been builders in their previous life, engineers, all of that. They're coming together, making sure that we're building safely, that we're building properly, and that we're building things up to the quality and satisfaction of Habitat for Humanity's expectations. Additionally, each site has a site supervisor. So that's where the buck stops. This is the person who's responsible for making sure that all the corners are square and the walls are perfectly nailed in and then properly created. So you don't need to worry about that if you're looking at volunteering. And by the way, you should definitely get out on a Habitat worksite.
Oh, I definitely
Now I think it's a challenge because I want to see how this goes. Because I bet you that at the end of the day, you can certainly build a Habitat home, just like the 5,000 plus volunteers we have come through our doors every single year.
I'd love to see our church get involved with it.
Yeah.
We're speaking with Kevin Miller. He's from Habitat for Humanity. Going to take a short break here. We'll be back after these words. You're listening to Our Community.